Let's watch this video. So this is a video of a lady who was clearly being possessed by the spirits, or who was in the spirits. Now, I went through the comment section and I discovered that a lot of people have wrong informations when it comes to being possessed by the spirits. Some people think it is Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit that is responsible, and some people think it is demons. Well, I will tell you everything you need to know about being possessed by the spirits or being in spirits. First, you have to know that Christianity and Islam have two styles. When Christianity comes across a culture, especially in the African society that it likes, it adopts it. But when Islam comes across a culture, a foreign culture, anywhere, they demonize it. So once we know these two keys, we'll see why some people think being possessed or being in the spirit is something the Holy Spirit brings about, and why some people think it is demons. But both of them are wrong. First of all, we have to know that being possessed by the spirit has been in existence before Christianity, before Jesus or his ancestors. Being possessed by the spirit is as old as mankind. A lot of people think being possessed by the spirit has to be in a religious setting, or has to do with wearing religious stuffs or listening to religious music. But it is wrong. Like we saw in the video, the lady was listening to secular music. We have seen instances where people that are not even religious come to a gathering and start being possessed and giving messages. It is simply because being possessed is a result of certain brain activities and nothing religious. It has nothing to do with lyrics or music per se. It is simply brought about by repetitive rhythm. Like, I saw this particular comment and a lot of people were clowning him, saying he doesn't know what, but I think this man right here is being real, because being possessed by the spirit is a result of repetitive rhythm, hypnotic loops, and deep harmony. Like I said earlier, a door moving in the wind can put a person in spirits. An object falling down, creating a particular rhythm, can put a person in spirit. Drums. That is why when we go to Kerubu and Seraphim churches, you see that their drums is usually easy to induce being possessed by the spirits. And it's not just music or drumming. Certain spoken rhythms can easily induce being possessed by the spirit. And that is why we rarely see white Christians go in the spirit and start giving messages, because their language and their mode of worship, the things they speak in their gatherings, cannot easily give the rhythm that can induce being possessed by the spirit. Unlike we have it in the Yoruba language, which is very tonal and rhythmic. And the Yoruba churches, for example, let's take for example, they go Jesu, 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 that it begins to give a rhythm that can easily induce being possessed by the spirit. Same thing with Sufis of the Arabian world. They go Allah, 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 Allah. Then they go into the spirit and start. So it is just rhythm, repetitive rhythm. And we have it in the Yoruba spirituality also. That's why we have Elegun Sango, Elegun Sanpono. Egun simply means to be possessed. Ki in Kongun, to climb upon or to go upon. So Elegun, we have Elegun too. In fact, if you witness Obatala Egun and the Sele Egun, you know that the guidelines and mode of inducing spirit possession in Celestia is a carbon copy taken from the Yoruba spirituality of Obatala worship. And it's not everybody that can be possessed by the spirits. It is just few that are portals, people who serve as doors between all worlds and planes of existence, that are usually being possessed by the spirits. and the spirits that possess them are not demons. Every spirit, every entity has its own work, its own world, its own reason for existence. They are no good or bad. It's what you do with it that makes it. Now, like I was saying, drumming induces it. Any form of vibration can induce it. It is because when beats, almost everything we experience in the world is made up of frequencies and vibrations and waves. Even the world, scientists recently discovered that the earth has a pulse. It pulsates like an heartbeat. And this is something our ancestors in the Yoruba spirituality have always known. That is why we pay homage to Ile. We talk to Ile as if it listens, because it actually does. It is alive. Now, this same pulsation and wave is what creates our brain activity too. That is what neuroscientists call brain wave. Now, when we have a beat that goes, a rhythm that goes 200 to 210 BPM, beats per minute, this rhythm usually induces what we call theta alpha phase in the brain. It is a phase, a state of relaxation, deep relaxation. So, and there are other things that can induce this phase too, like meditation and certain things, and some other things that we'll talk about next time. So it is when the brain is in this state that it becomes a beamer that other spirits from other planes of existence can notice and see and try to communicate or pass message through. And there are usually messages that can help other people. I've seen situations where somebody who is supposed to have a vehicle accident, a road accident, was told by someone possessed in the spirits. They are usually for good, but people who are ignorant about it usually think these porters are possessed by demons and take them for hard deliverances and torture them and do all sorts of inhumane things, when simply they can use it for their own benefits.